The following is an encore presentation of The Howard Stern Show.
On tonight's show, you're going to find out who all these people are. Boy, are you in for a shock.
Maybe we don't want to know.
Wonder what the hell I'm laughing at the beginning of our show.
All I want to know, you know what I'm laughing at? I don't know what portion of the show this is.
Yeah, I'm confused. Good evening, everybody. Here we are at the top of the show. Top of the show to you. And I tell you something, at this point in the show, it's only the beginning of the show, and I am boiling under these lights. There is such heat.
You know, they didn't freeze the studio. It was warm when we walked in here.
There is such heat in this studio when we do the show. It is incredible. I have never felt heat. I know what our boys in Iraq are going through. I'm telling you right now. I'm like a Jew who's going to bake matzah on his back. I'm wandering through the desert for 1,000 years. I'm one of those wandering Jews. Excuse me, half Jew. Just in case you anti-Semites.
Somebody will jump to conclusions.
Yeah, right. So anyway, yeah, so it was triumphant. Last night I was on the Letterman show. 2 nights ago, actually.
That's right.
2 nights ago I was on the Letterman show, went well. And now I know why. You see, I never knew why Letterman freezes the control room. Mm-hmm. He freezes his studio because if you notice throughout this show, my hair will frizz. Eventually, I will look like, what will I look like? I will look like Harpo Marx.
You'll look incredibly bouffant.
Yeah, and sweat will start to drip down. I said, why don't we turn out the lights when we go to commercial so we don't have to freeze so much? I keep saying that to our producer. He won't do it.
I don't know if we have control of the lights.
I have no control over this show. But I got the ratings from the Letterman show.
Oh.
All right? Now, when I was on, here's the deal. This is, okay, Letterman the night before I was on. I just want to show you the power of a Howard Stern in the industry, okay? Oh, I should say, Vanna White's with us tonight. We're going to screw around with little Vanna tonight. She's going to love us. She's going to have a great time with us.
You'll never see an interview like this.
We got a guy who came in here. He's got our yearbook pictures, and he's got yearbook pictures of the celebrities, which is pretty cool. I always think that's kind of funny. And what else we got? You got, oh, Stuttering John's back on the show tonight.
We're actually going to show a Stuttering John tape?
We might get to it. And then again, we might not. If other stuff goes better, we'll axe him from the show. But John's going to be doing Felicia Ayres, Alan Rashad, you cornered, and Justine Bateman is Justine Bateman from Family Ties. It's real funny. She like freaks out on him. She can't handle him at all. And what else do we have?
We've got the news.
Oh, we got this guy who buries himself and dies.
Incredible tape.
Incredible tape. It's really cool.
You have to stay tuned for this. You don't want to miss it.
All right, Letterman show without Howard Stern. A 2.7 rating. Ooh.
That's when he's just doing his monologue and talking to Paul Schaefer.
Right. Regular stuff without me. No, that's 2.7 without me as a guest.
Right.
That's the night before I went on the show.
Oh, the night before.
Then here's the ratings with Howard on the show. Ooh. Let's see. Is that a 5.6?
No. Come on, let me see that.
5.6. And when I'm on, look at that. Look at that. Look what happened. 4.8. All of a sudden, his ratings jet way up.
Whoa!
Huh? No wonder they put up with me on that show.
Excuse me, will you be a guest on this show?
Yeah, right. If I'm a guest on this show, we'll actually get higher ratings. But with the Joan,
we gotta book you.
The Joan Rivers show, we got a lot of ratings for that. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
I want to thank one guy. There's a guy in the Los Angeles Times. His name is Howard Rosenberg. He's the critic. And he actually gave us a positive review.
This is the Los Angeles newspaper.
This is the Los Angeles Times. He liked it. I think he's half Jew, he wants us to point out. Howard Rosenberg, half Jew. And he says, this is no show. This is an enema. That's a quote, all right?
That's the best quote we've ever had.
I take that as positive. And we've built a little shrine to him on the set that will be here from now on. And any reviewer, that is the actual Howard Rosenberg picture. And what we will do is, that's very, very religious, isn't it? Is that beautiful or what?
We always acknowledge him when we come onto the set. You know, we've been
we cross ourselves, genuflect to him, because any reviewer who gives us a positive review will join Howard in that chair. We got to break for a commercial. When we come back, Vanna White. Check us out with Vanna White.
Yeah.
And the guy buries himself and he kills himself, right?
He's dead.
He's dead. And Felicia Ayres, Alan Rashad, and Justine Bateman and all that other stuff.
Baba Booey.
Yes. All right. Later on in the show, we're going to be splitting the atom. Teach you how to do that.
That's real funny.
Yeah.
We've done it before.
Yeah, we've done it before, and you'll learn how to make an atomic bomb right here. And it'll be real good. Los Angeles Times, positive review. This is no show. This is an enema. So if this show is an enema, what are we? What does that make us?
Bag.
Bag. Enema bag. Anyway, look who's sitting here, Robin. Seth Popple.
Wow. We got Seth Popple on the show.
I had a fight with Carson, and we won. Seth's agent said, nah, forget Carson. Stern is the way to go. It's more cutting edge.
Is that right?
Wasn't that right, Seth?
That's right.
Seth Popple is the author of this book. It's called Yearbook. And what he did, I thought it was pretty cool. I started looking through it, and it's just people's yearbooks.
Yearbook pictures.
Yeah. Now, let's take a look at some yearbook pictures. Robin, you and I will see if we can figure out.
We're
going to
see
guess.
who these people are.
Seth, don't tell us right away, okay? All right, let me
I
think.
happen to recognize that face.
Let me take a guess. Is that Bruce Springsteen?
Yes.
All right, very good. Bang, I win. Next.
Oh, this is a hard one.
That looks like Madonna.
You got it.
I didn't get
Wow,
that
I'm doing
one.
good, huh?
Yeah.
Hey. Oh, man. Let me see. That's...
All right, that's Raquel Welch.
Excellent.
Very good. You know, I thought that was Judy Garland. That's,
Reggie Jackson.
No.
You got him.
Yeah.
That's Reggie Jackson?
Yeah.
I thought that was... Oh, I know that. Don't tell me. That is Seth Popple. No, that was David Letterman, right?
Correct.
Okay.
This is easy.
That's easy. That's the guy from Saturday Night Live.
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray. Go ahead. Joe Piscopo.
That's a joke.
He's from Jersey.
He's from Jersey. Jersey Joe. Joe Piscopo. That's Seth
That
Popple.
was his real
Keep going.
yearbook
Who's next?
picture. I don't know who that is.
That's a guy without a date. Unless he got very famous.
Wait a minute.
Charles Manson?
No.
Who is it?
Jim McMahon,
Jim McMahon? Oh, the baseball player?
football player.
Oh, the football player.
I knew the baseball player.
Whatever. All right.
Uh-oh.
Who's that?
The Reverend Jimmy Swaggart.
No
No.
kidding. I never would have gotten that one. Go ahead. Who's next?
Uh-oh, that's Jerry Lee, his cousin.
Jerry Lee Lewis.
Absolutely.
Hey, let me just...
That's great.
Wait, before we go on to that picture, let me just say something. We tried to get Dice Clay's picture. It's real hard to get people's yearbook pictures.
Really?
Because we're going to show you our yearbook pictures in a minute, and that's frightening. But, like, you went to my high school and said, can I have Howard Stern's yearbook picture? And they just gave it to you.
Well, they're very cooperative because they were very proud of you.
Right.
Really?
But if they're ashamed of the people or they're intimidated by me, they hold back real bad.
Really? Now, Dice Clay, they want to give you the picture?
Went to James Madison. Yearbook advisor was very cooperative, but the principal acted like it was a legal event.
Really?
That's right.
Judy Tenuta? No.
Judy Tenuta called the school. She went to a Catholic high school outside of about Maywood, Illinois.
Right.
And they circled the school with nuns, armed guards. No way.
Let's do a couple more of these. I love this stuff. Who's
I
that?
know who that is.
Who is it, Robin?
Bruce Willis.
That's right, Bruce Willis. Yeah, we had him last week. Oh, I know, that's Hulk Hogan.
Great.
Right?
Great.
Hulk
Well,
Hogan.
that was good. Oh, this is easy.
Jay Leno.
Still got that
You know what
chin.
my beef is? People get a hold of my yearbook picture. I couldn't get a date looking like that. Who's that? That's Diana
Barbara
Ross.
Bush. No.
Baba Waba.
Barbara Walters?
Yeah, very good. Got time for a couple more? Do a couple more. Liberace.
Excellent.
Wait a minute. He almost looks familiar.
Hard to
It
recognize
actually
her.
looks like our executive producer, Bob Woodward. A little bit.
Tammy Faye.
Tammy Faye Baker. Very good. We got
well.
time for a couple more? Do a couple more. Who's that? That's
Jim.
Jim who?
Baker.
Oh, Jim Baker, right. Yeah, go ahead. Jim who? Jim Baker. That's Jim Baker. Who is that?
Larry Hagman.
That's Larry Hagman.
Can you say dweeb?
That's a dweeb. Oh, no wonder he's quiet on Sundays.
Uh-oh,
Let me see
who's
that.
this?
That's
This
Bob
man?
Dylan.
No.
Who is
Pee Wee Herman.
Pee Wee Herman.
Paul Rubenfeld in high school.
Paul Rubenfeld?
Yes.
His name's Paul Rubens now, right?
Paul Rubenfeld in high school.
Yeah. Why does Paul Rubenfeld become Paul Rubens?
I like Rubenfeld.
Yeah,
What's
sure.
the big deal?
What's the big deal? What are you embarrassed about, huh? What's the matter? You're the chosen people. What's wrong with you? Everyone in show business changes their name.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's Uncle Floyd. Is that
That
Uncle
is not
Floyd?
Uncle Floyd.
No, look, I tell you, I recognize it. Let me show you something. Let me show you some of my telestory here. Look, the funny little hat and the balding hair. That's Uncle Floyd right there. It's not? Who is that? Who is that?
That's me.
What? That's you? That's Robin Quivers? Let me see that. Let me see that again.
I'm like the Black Brett girl.
Wow. Hey, that's not bad. I like you like that. You little mink. All right, let me
would've
see what else
dated
you
me in
got.
high
I got a
school.
feeling a couple of ours are coming up here. What do you got next?
Well, who wants to take that
That's
picture
me.
down?
Oh, wait, let me see.
Uh-oh.
Fred Norris.
Frightening, Fred
Fred,
Norris.
that's you, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, all right, very good. Fred Norris. Let me see what else you got. Frightening, frightening. Very frightening. Baba Booey.
Baba Booey.
Gary, what were you holding your mouth closed so people wouldn't see your giant teeth?
It's exactly true.
Gary, on that yearbook picture, when did you get your cap? How old were you when you got your cap?
Which set?
Well, your first set
The
of caps.
first set I got my second year in college, so my second
So you
year.
mean up until then you had your mouth sealed for every picture you took?
Just about, yeah.
Well, what was wrong with your teeth? They were just all green and
They were
everything?
discolored because I was a product of
Inbreeding,
antibiotic
inbreeding.
poisoning.
Inbreeding.
No, no,
Very
no,
good.
no.
All right. Gary
Antibiotic.
was a product of inbreeding. Well, you say your parents are brother and sister?
No, I didn't say that at all.
No, hey, listen, you got off easy. I know people who have no arms and legs from that.
So my hands.
There you go. So big
very
deal.
good.
So your teeth were a little weird, huh? Were you expelled from school because of your teeth?
No,
No.
I was allowed to stay.
I see. All right. Very good. What were you a product of, seriously?
I had antibiotics. When you take them as a youngster, they stain your teeth.
Right.
So my teeth were stained.
I
They were just colored. They're very ugly.
And what
Whereas
is it
now
now?
now they're very white and beautiful.
It looks like you brushed with paint.
All I could say is you should have seen what they looked like before. That's all I'm
All
gonna say.
right. No, I just thought that was interesting. You don't have Gary's yearbook picture handy again. I'd like to see it again. I thought I found the one yearbook picture funnier than mine. Oh, there it is. Wait. Up, take a look. There is the sealed mouth. And by the way, for such a young boy, what a nice mustache. I see something going on
14 I was.
there. Can you make that face again and we can put them up together like that?
What
There it
screen
is.
can you do that?
Can you now get back on Gary? Full shot of his face. Wow, what an improvement. All right, very nice.
Well, it's easy.
Jackie, oh look, Jackie, you have to put a name next to it. Would that be Jack Motley? Jackie, very handsome. Let's see, what else you got? It's only a matter of time.
let me.
who's
Oh,
that?
God, that's John Melendez.
Oh, that's Stuttering John.
Yeah.
Hey, John, how long were you dead when that picture was taken? I'm frightened to show you mine. Is mine coming up?
I gotta see.
Oh,
Oh,
here it is. Get that off. Hey, wait a second. What the hell is going on there? What's that? Let's fill that space in right there. With some shades on there. Well, I'll get out of here with that. Hey, what the hell is with my high school? Don't they know that legally they shouldn't hand that stuff out to
Didn't
people?
they have fought him? They shouldn't have released that.
God, what a wreck. No wonder I never got laid in high school. No, I couldn't get one.
All your problems.
I couldn't get a girl to look at me. Not that I'm any prize now. Anyway, this is a real fun book to get a hold of. This is available, I guess, in all the stores, right?
Yes, it is.
It's called Yearbook, all right? That's the book to get. I want you to go buy this. And I want to thank Seth Popple for coming in. He's the author, all right? Thanks a lot, Seth. Hey, Seth, stay right here because you're going to like this next commercial I do. Oh, we're not doing a commercial here? Oh, okay. We're taking a break. We'll be right back. I wonder where we are in the show right now.
I'm lost.
I wonder what time it is.
Absolutely
Anybody know what
lost.
time it is? Maybe our producer knows. Dan
Do you
Foreman.
know what's happening the rest of the show?
I don't know. Anyway, hi everybody. Listen. I really hate doing this television. I honest to God hate it. I know it sounds like I'm saying that just to say it to shock people.
Yeah.
I hate doing this television show. I really hate it.
What would you do to get out of this television?
You know what? Everybody turn off your set.
Oh,
No, listen, we got Vanna White coming up. And I was thinking we should really plot what we're going to do to Vanna.
Okay.
All right, now here's my thought. That's why I have the boys sitting up here. We can plot what we're going to do with Vanna.
Well, she's not actually going to be here.
No, she's on satellite, which I think works to our advantage.
Oh, yeah?
I think because, yeah. I
Well,
think
I'm all for this. Now, tell me about it.
so here's what I'm thinking.
What do you think I'm here for?
Because everyone was saying, Vanna White, we should talk to Vanna White in person. We should hold out. I said, no, I think the satellite is cool. Because we could basically have any show we want going on. Meaning, the way I think we should screw with this segment is if I'm Howard Stern, and let's say either, like Fred could be a different celebrity. You see, I don't think she's going to be impressed doing this show. She's not going to really want to do this, so her heart's not going to be in it, because she's never heard of the Howard Stern show. And she's going to think I'm stumped. But what if, like, Dustin Hoffman was on the show with us, and we were having a discussion about the Inquirer and how bad it is and how Hoffman's been burned, and let's say you're somebody. Like,
Who am I, Roseanne?
no, not Roseanne. Yeah, you could be, I mean, don't you think that would be kind of cool?
Brett Summers, that's what I thought.
But I mean, a big star. You know what I'm saying?
Who? Meryl Streep.
Now, Meryl Streep, you might not believe is on a
Wait a
TV
second,
show.
Shirley MacLaine.
But who could Fred be? Like, Fred could be a doctor.
Well, he could be a
Or a
doctor, or
movie
he
producer.
could be Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That could be John Travolta.
What about a movie producer?
You could be Arnold Schwarzenegger, that's true.
Oh,
Or a
yeah.
movie producer, or something cool like that.
True.
And then she'd open up a lot more. Because she's not going to open up to us. All she's promoting is like a Barbie doll.
Right.
What about Fred being
She's promoting a Vanna White doll.
a Vanna White doll,
Yeah.
not even a Barbie?
And I know she's going to talk about what she likes to eat and why she likes, but I think she'd open up, because I'd like her to open up about the Inquirer. Because from what I read in the Inquirer, she was hanging around the Playboy Mansion naked or half naked, and James Brown was getting all sexed up for her.
Yeah, I thought it was nude sunbathing that she was doing.
She would nude sunbathe.
Topless, that's
Yeah.
what it was.
Now, we could, yeah, I don't think if Howard Stern asked her those questions so good, but if I asked Justin Hoffman a couple of questions first, and then I'm talking to you and you're somebody famous, all of a sudden you guys start bad-mouthing the, you know, the Inquirer and stuff, it'll be pretty funny.
Robert does a pretty good Kathleen Turner, doesn't she?
You want to be Kathleen Turner?
I haven't heard her in a long time. I was thinking I could be Christy McNichol.
Okay.
Because she has a nondescriptive
Well, let me
voice.
hear what you're going to do.
I'm just going to say, yeah, they wrote all these stories about me being lesbian, and I'm not lesbian.
Okay, all right, you're Christy McNichol. Because I know Vanna will respond a lot better to this. Fred, you be,
Either Dustin Hoffman or Arnold Schwarzenegger, you take one.
What about recently that...
no, I
most-
but I don't think you should do a phony voice. I think you should use your real voice.
Use my real voice.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think you should be like, or be Dustin Hoffman.
Which is she more likely to believe? Dustin
Who's in the
Hoffman?
Inquirer a lot?
Yeah.
Who gets burned a lot in the Inquirer?
John Travolta.
John
gets
Travolta,
a
all
lot.
right,
Yeah,
you be
okay.
John Travolta.
Absolutely.
All right, but just talk in
Play
your
it
regular
straight.
voice.
Or
Play it
Bruce
straight.
Willis.
Let's practice.
Bruce Willis.
You want to be Bruce Willis?
Yeah, I'll be Bruce Willis.
Me and Demi, we have
Yeah,
a
me
hard
and Demi,
time.
we have a hard time. They keep saying that our marriage is splitting up.
To me, if Vanna thinks she's in the right environment, she'll get a lot cookier with us. You know what I mean? Don't you think? And then
We can try it.
because then I could ask her anything.
She can't see us, right?
Right. She can't see us. We can see her. She can't see us. Let's take a break.
Oh, I didn't know she doesn't see anything
She
at
doesn't see
all.
anything.
Oh, man.
Can we take a break? We got a commercial? All right, we'll do a commercial, then we'll get over to Vanna on the satellite. Welcome back, everybody, to Howard Stern Celebrity Wrap. Let me just wrap up and tell you who we have with us. Of course, we have Christy McNichol with us today.
Hi.
Christy, good to have you with us. And
Good to be here.
Bruce Willis as well. Good to have you, too. And
Pleasure, dude.
let me tell you something. This is the best show I've ever put together. There are weeks that I do this show, and I can't get one celebrity on here. And tonight we're blessed with Bruce Willis, Christy McNichol, and, of course, Vanna White is joining us by satellite. Hi, Vanna.
Hey, how are you?
All right, Vanna, we were talking about a bunch of different things with everybody, and I know we only have limited time with you. So let me ask you a couple of questions first off. Your favorite vowel?
E.
E. All right.
Yay, is that the right answer?
Do you know Bruce or Christy? Have you ever met Bruce Willis?
I have met Bruce Willis. I've met both of them, actually, yes.
Christy, you
Yeah,
know?
I remember, yeah.
you guys-
Remember? Long time ago.
Yeah.
Long time ago.
Now, I believe that there's a couple of things I believe that I want to say to you, Vanna. Number one, I know you have a Vanna White doll.
I do. You want to see it?
Yeah, let me take a look at that.
What do you think, Howard? Be honest.
I think she's cute. I think
Oh,
she's
good.
I think she's very cute. Bruce, why have you never put out any product, a Bruce Willis T-shirt or anything?
Well, yeah, we're thinking of doing something with the Die Hard stuff, actually.
Die Hard products,
Yeah, the
that
Die
kind of
Hard
thing?
products, yeah. We're going to have like a little, Die Hard doll.
I understand. Don't you think the Pat Sajak show would have been successful, Vanna, had you been asked to be a part of it?
I don't know.
I believe it would have been. I think people wanted to see you, and not to see Pat.
Absolutely.
If I may say that.
Pat Sajak.
Christy, did you ever watch the Pat Sajak show?
Absolutely. I think I was on it.
Yeah, you were on it.
Yeah.
I saw you on it.
Yeah, I was on it.
And did you miss Vanna on the show?
I did. I think they have a great chemistry. I think she would have been great on that show.
Had you been a regular, I believe it would have succeeded, Vanna.
Well, that's very sweet of you to say.
And Pat wouldn't ask you to be on it, or was there a bone of contention, or anything
We,
like that?
you know, we spend so much time together on Wheel of Fortune, we needed a break from each other.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't believe that for a minute, though, Vanna.
I was putting a good spin on it.
Yes, exactly. Now, Will there be a Venus Goddess of Love Part 2?
No.
There will not. Well,
No.
I enjoyed Part 1.
You're not going to do any more acting?
I just thought there
You
were
know
more
what?
questions. You know, I thought there were a lot of questions that weren't answered in Venus Part 1. I'll be
Well,
honest
maybe
with
so,
you.
yeah. Yeah.
Now, will you be doing more acting in the future?
Yeah, I just did an episode on L.A. Law.
Let me ask you this. Wouldn't you have been more comfortable doing this interview in lingerie? Yeah.
No way.
I think you're beautiful in lingerie. I must be honest with you. What about the
Well,
doll?
thank
Does
you.
the doll come with any lingerie? Or
No, only exercise clothes and dressy dresses.
Bruce, wouldn't you have rather seen Vanna White in lingerie tonight?
I would have rather seen. Yeah, absolutely. She's got a good body for that.
Let me ask some serious questions to Bruce Willis, too, and I'll open this up to you, Vanna. Bruce,
Okay.
Yeah.
your trouble with the Inquirer. Why do they continually
No,
hound
it's a
you and your
rag.
wife?
It's a rag.
It's a bad,
It's awful.
it's awful.
I mean, they always keep writing these stories about me, you know?
Right.
I mean, they write
Does
things about
anybody
Christy.
really believe what's in those magazines? Does anybody really believe?
I don't
I hope
believe it.
not.
I mean, he's
You've
got
had
like
problems with the Inquirer as well, have you not, Vanna?
Yes.
And what
they
they-
said some pretty mean things to me lately.
Will you sue them?
No.
One of them I read where James Brown was tantalized by you because you would sunbathe nude at the Playboy Mansion. Were you out of your mind over this?
I missed that one.
You did miss it. I read
Yeah.
that one.
I-
You
Yeah,
read
mine
that one,
was.
huh?
Did you read that, Bruce?
Yeah, it's
You
like,
read the Inquirer.
I read them, sure, you got to keep up with these things.
You do read it.
Yeah, of course.
But you
Why
don't.
do you read it?
Why do you read it if they write so many bad things about it?
Because I'm just trying to line up all these things so I can finally sue the bastards.
Well, I don't read the articles about me, but I do read the articles about Bruce, and I know they say that you and
Yeah,
Demi
I'm losing
are
my
having...
hair.
Are
I'm
you
fighting with
breaking up with Demi Moore? Answer the question.
No.
You are not.
No.
So that's a lie. So why don't you sue them over that?
Because right now it's nothing concrete. I mean, they can say anything they want. I talk to my lawyers who say I can't do anything.
Vanna, what about you? You've never talked to your lawyers about. I mean, James Brown. I mean, you never even met James Brown. Is that correct?
No, I think I have met him before.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know about this other thing you're talking about.
Right. I see. Well, if I were you, I'd all get a good attorney and sue.
Yeah.
You'd be very rich.
We ought to
You know
get
what?
together
Next
and
week
do
it's
it all
going to be
together.
somebody else.
Oh, yeah, I know. But you think the Vanna White doll will make you the millions? Do you think it
I
will make
don't
you the big
know.
money?
I
think it
don't
will.
know.
Does it
I'm
come-
just happy about it. A lot of people have been wanting it over the years, and I finally have one.
Do me a favor. Don't show that doll to James Brown. According to the Inquirer, he'll get all heated up if he sees it sunbathing nude. Unbelievable. Now, I don't understand it, Christy. You too have had your trouble with the Inquirer.
Lots of trouble.
That's right. And
Lots of
you
trouble.
will not sue. They have accused you of lesbianism. They have accused you of all these different things. You have never sued.
I hope it will go away if I ignore it.
I don't understand you celebrities. I do not. That's why I'm not a celebrity. I don't want to be
Right.
accused of lesbianism, Vanna. I'll be honest with you. I do not want to be accused of lesbianism because my wife will kill me. I'm not kidding. And then she'll divorce me and she'll get all of my money. It's unbelievable to me. Now, Vanna, what are the plans for the future? You got the doll.
I have
Bruce,
the doll.
we heard your plans. Christy, we heard your plans, and we're desperately running out of time here, and I want to find out Vanna's plans.
What's
Vanna,
my plan?
you will not sue the Inquirer.
No, not this week anyway.
You will not sue Hefner for Playboy pictures, I hope.
No.
You don't hold that against him?
Well, I might hold it against him.
Right.
But it's over with.
And it's
in
in
the
your past.
No more.
Because you have a clean-cut image. You don't need that garbage, right?
Well, I will admit I did take some lingerie shots years ago, and they came back to haunt me.
And
I
that-
knew it was a mistake in the beginning,
Right.
but I did it anyway, and something I did that I regret. But you learn from your mistakes.
And the doll is something... Now, who puts out the doll? What company?
Home Shopping Club. You can only get it on Home Shopping Club. Right, Vanna? Right.
That's right.
Now, will
And
there be different outfits? Because, you know, you always have those wonderful clothes.
Yes, she does have on different outfits. And also you can buy these outfits in a grown-up size to match.
I don't want the grown-up size. I like them extra skimpy and small. But now, what about you and Pat Sajak? Nothing romantic between you two. He is now married.
He's now married and the proud father of a baby boy.
His wife is very beautiful, by the way. May I say that? I
He
swear to
is
God.
very
Only in
beautiful.
America can a guy... Because he's not a handsome man. He's not a classically handsome man.
He's adorable.
Well,
He's
please.
sweet.
It's because he's on a
Cute.
TV show, I believe. I believe because he's on a TV show.
But
He
she was
gets...
the star anyway.
Yeah, you are the star, Vanna. I'm going to be serious about that. I'll tell you something. The reason that I'm going to tell you, as a man now, as a man with a very high libido, I will say the reason that I still tune in, I enjoy the game and I enjoy the contestants and all that interplay. But what I enjoy most about it is to see your different outfits, see your beautiful legs, may I say your beautiful chests, If I may
You
say
can
that.
say anything you want to, Howard.
I'm telling you, Bruce, I know you don't like when I talk about a woman's chest. But
I'm a little uncomfortable with it.
You're a little uncomfortable with that. Well, may I say your
Frankly, I am
wife has
too.
a beautiful chest as well.
Well, there's some
He is
stories about
too
that, too.
uncomfortable
You are
with it.
uncomfortable as well. Well,
And
Vanna.
I'm
Of
uncomfortable.
course.
Well, Christy, why are you uncomfortable? There's been so much written about you, but your chest is not that beautiful, Christy. Not as beautiful as Vanna.
Well, maybe that's wrong.
Slap him.
I mean, that's not so
Slap him.
nice.
Well, if I may say that. I don't mean to insult you, but Vanna is probably one of the most beautiful women in the world.
Well, I think she's beautiful, too, but you don't have to insult me.
I didn't mean to insult you, Christy, but I'm going to say that your chest... Would you ever consider chest implants, Christy?
Who is my agent? Who signed me up to do this show?
What, Vanna?
If you don't have anything nice to say about someone's chest, don't say anything at all.
Well, let me
Thank
say
you.
something nice about your chest.
Thank
I'm going to
you.
tell you something. Let me ask you something. Are any of those stories about lesbianism true? And do you find Vanna attractive?
Absolutely not. I find Vanna attractive, but I am not a lesbian.
You do not find Vanna attractive?
I think she's attractive.
Oh, you do find her attractive. So you do admit that. Vanna, she admits that you are attractive. Bruce, what about you? Would you ever consider dating Vanna?
I'm married.
He's a
Yeah,
married
and you
man.
were
I got
married,
enough trouble
would
as
you
it
date
is.
Vanna?
I mean, they're printing crap in the
Vanna,
Inquirer.
what about you? Who are you dating now? Which
I'm
guy?
dating a guy named George. He owns restaurants in Los Angeles.
Only rich guys, or would you ever date, let's say, a sort of a middle-income host of a beat-up television show?
Absolutely.
A former host like this one.
Oh, please. Listen, Christy, I've had just about enough of you. You're a big loudmouth, and I wish you'd leave the set. I'm talking to Vanna. And I'll tell you something, Christy, you're jealous of Vanna because she has beautiful chests. And that's what I'm going to say about Vanna White. Vanna White is selling a doll, and I would buy it. I would buy this doll. I would give it to my children.
I think you play with dolls.
I certainly do. I would give it to my children because you are an excellent role model.
Thank you.
That guy,
thank you.
George, is a very lucky man. Will you marry George?
If he asks me.
He will. Well, on our show tonight is George. George, will you ask, you didn't know that he was here. George, will you now ask Vanna to marry you?
Vanna, I love you. Will you marry me?
What happened to your voice?
He has a cold.
Vanna, I love
He
you.
just had new caps put in and he can't talk to us. All right, listen, Vanna, I want to thank you for joining us. I wish you luck with the doll.
She's still doing Wheel
Thanks,
of Fortune?
Howard.
She is still doing Wheel of
Yes,
Fortune,
she
of course.
is. She's still on Wheel of Fortune.
Do you have time to shoot movies at all?
I have time, not movies, but some small parts in television.
Because we were thinking of doing like a small Wheel of Fortune thing in Die Hard 3. Could you do it?
Oh, whoa, Vanna. Thank you, Bruce.
Everybody heard that.
I want to thank Vanna, I want to thank Bruce Willis and Christy McNichol. All right, Vanna, we'll see you around the next time. Maybe you'll come here in person,
Next time I will.
in lingerie.
All right.
No, never.
Even this way.
All right, we'll be back right after this. Bye, Vanna.
Bye.
Hey, we got to have Vanna back on the show, don't we? She good or what, huh?
What a sport.
And that doll is beautiful. Oh, I want that doll so
You know,
bad.
I was dying to ask her, but I was Christy McNichol. I was
Right.
dying to say, is she anatomically correct?
Yeah, well, you don't think Christy would have asked that? I tell
Trying
you
to
that.
stay in character and not blow everything.
Yeah, don't blow everything, Christy. Don't blow everything. Well, anyway. I don't know. You think she bought it? You think she thought that, like, Bruce Willis or
I
something?
think she did. I think she's on the phone calling Bruce Willis for that gig on Die Hard 3.
Bruce, were you serious about that stuff? Really? Really? No kidding. It's excellent. All right. Bruce would go, who the hell are you? Get the hell off my phone. Anyway, we're going to do some news here tonight, or what?
I
This
think
is
we're
amazing.
better. I think we're better.
I've only heard about your news.
Well, listen to this, Howard.
Yeah.
You know, the trick-or-treating you did on Halloween wasn't the only disaster that happened that night.
Hey, let me just follow up by saying,
Yes.
as long as you bring that up, trick-or-treating, hey, I'm sorry. Those people, the guy's real mad at me.
Yeah.
The husband, if you saw last week's show, the husband's real upset. Well, he's not mad at me, he's mad at his wife. But we weren't doing anything.
Really, won't talk to you either.
I swear to God, I wasn't aroused when she was on top of me. I was not
On
aroused.
top of your arousal, you weren't aroused.
No, my arousal wasn't aroused. I couldn't be aroused because about 3 hours before that, I'd been by myself, alone in a room. So, I don't know. Although I did get aroused watching the tape on the TV show.
Let's hope they're okay.
Yeah, they're fine. Eventually, I'm sure they'll come here and talk to us.
Someone who's not okay, Howard, is Amazing Joe.
Amazing Joe.
The incredible thing about this guy is a magician, or
Right.
was a magician, I should say. And he decided for Halloween to have himself buried alive.
Yes, yes.
Now, we have a whole tape of what happened.
Oh, man.
This is real. It happened out in Fresno, California on Halloween.
Publicity stunt kind of thing.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
There he
Oh,
is.
this is sad.
Amazing Joe.
Amazing Joe. He's explaining the trick, right?
Well, he's just announcing himself, and then you see that's the hole they're going to put him in.
Right.
And
Oh, man.
that's
Now-
the box. Look at this. This is his coffin. He's checking it out.
Oh.
It's plexiglass or acrylic or something.
Has he ever tried this before?
He did it a year before with a real coffin
Right.
and only with dirt. This time he decided, and he almost didn't get out that time from what I understand.
Right.
So he decided this year to use a plastic coffin
Right.
and pour cement on top of it.
On top of the coffin.
Right. After he loaded dirt in, he had cement on top of the dirt.
So he gets in the coffin, and then there's dirt on top of him.
You'll see everything.
All right.
So here's the coffin. He's checking it out for last time. Now he's having himself cuffed.
How old is this guy?
Do you have any instructions for us or anything we're supposed to do?
He never lived to see the Vanna White Dog.
My producer has been informed, Don
Look,
Wood.
now
By the way,
he's
Don
all
Wood, I
cleaned
love
up.
you.
This was a Houdini trick.
I like the beard.
And look at that, $3 they have in that thing.
Why?
When you go, have a bunch of money with you.
He'll never spend that money. Can
Now
we dig him up and get that
listen
money?
to this. He's trying it out on the side there to show that it's solid.
Right. He's yelling.
I wish we could hear. He's yelling, bury me. Now there's the cement going in after they threw the dirt in.
Is he getting paid? Is he getting paid for this?
I think it was for charity.
Not enough.
Now look at that. That's what's going on top of a plastic coffin. And now you see it's all collapsed.
Whoa.
So now they're frantically digging him up. They've got
Wait a second. What do you mean it's collapsed? I want to see that.
See, it was supposed to be filled up to the ground level.
Yeah.
And you can see that it's about a foot below ground level because
Right.
it's sunk
Right.
on top of him.
Cement is so much heavier than dirt. Right, it's wet. Thank you, Fred. Whoa, look at this. Oh.
Now see how it caved in?
Yeah.
Because it just collapsed. So they realize something's going wrong. So they're digging frantically. Look, they're trying to get him out of there.
Oh, man.
And it was too late. There's the body bag.
Oh, man. Oh. All right, listen, we're going to do some more news when we get back, and we got a whole bunch of other things. Stuttering John's coming up with that tape of Felicia Ayers, Alan Rashad, and Justine Bateman.
The Howard Stern Show is throwing a prom. If you were unable to attend your prom, send a photo and letter explaining why you should have a second chance, especially if you're a woman. The prom is open to all ages and sexual preferences. Send your letters and photos to Prom, care of the Howard Stern Show, 9 Broadcast Plaza, Secaucus, New Jersey, 07096.
Got word the cement collapsed on Gary. Yeah, all right. So we're
But
doing.
he's okay.
He's okay though. It didn't matter. It didn't matter.
His teeth prevented him from being crushed.
What an miracle. Robin, what else?
You know, I told you this week was election week, of course, and I told you Governor Mario Cuomo, who won a third term in office, had a little bit of trouble giving his victory speech because ACT UP people got into his party.
AIDS people were at his AIDS activists were at his party.
So let's take a little look at the governor
Struggling.
making that victory speech.
What a triumph. Third term, and then only to be ruined by
Oh, boy.
by shenanigans and hijinks.
The great governor of the state of New York, Mario Cuomo! Thank you very much. All right, hold it. All right, all my people be quiet. All my people be quiet.
None of his people are there. Don't you think all his people are being quiet anyway? It's the activists that are making all the noise. You know, you never know what to say. You always start acting goofy under pressure, don't you?
Nobody can ever handle these situations.
Yeah, I know. Now you know why we don't have an audience with us. Who wants that? Who needs the hassle?
All right, I'm going to ask the people from ACT UP. I'm going to ask the people from ACT UP whether or not they'd like to speak to me. Anybody from ACT UP want to speak to me?
Ooh.
Are you here to speak or not?
He's trying everything.
Okay. If they're not going to let us speak, let me be clear with you. Let me be clear with you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you when you're shouting. And if you came here to deliver a message, you haven't been able to do it.
Oh.
Okay?
Oh.
All the rest of you, can you hear me? Okay. We've come a long way. Here, look. Only take me a minute. We've come a long way since
He looks so attractive, too, at this point. You know what I mean?
1982.
He still can't speak.
I love it. There's got to be a way to...
Listen closely, my people.
You know what's weird? Guys don't realize that over all that yelling, you can hear perfectly, because you're right next to a microphone. All you'd have to do is give his speech.
Yeah, he can outshout them, but he's not aware of it, because I guess he really can't hear himself.
You can almost make that sound like it's a positive. People are cheering so much they won't stop cheering. All you have to do is keep talking through something like that.
Yeah, it would have sounded like it was all for him.
Yeah, that's all you got to keep doing.
But he lost it. Well, that's enough
All
of
right.
that. That was poor Mario Cuomo trying to give his victory speech on a third term. Speaking of victories,
Yes.
John passed the bar.
You call him John like you know him.
I love him.
John.
I want him. No, I just wanted to see this tape so I could look at him.
You like that stupid guy?
Oh, listen. When you look this good, you can be stupid, okay?
Right.
Wait a minute. Now, what he's telling us is his advice for people who have trouble passing the bar in this little cut.
Yeah, here's a guy you want to listen to.
Well, actually, being in that position, I can say that you have more than enough advice, so I think I'll keep my advice to myself. But it's worth the wait when you get to this position, so keep at it.
Look at that face. You think he's good looking?
Gary, you think he's good looking? What was that? What?
Well, I can make him look better. He's worth $10 million.
That's why you like him.
Whew.
Believe me, he's not that good looking.
They don't get much better than that. And finally, Howard, you know, it's been kind of a weird newscast. And since I got to look at John, you want to see a beauty?
Yeah.
I got a beauty for
There
you.
it is.
Roseanne Barr
Oh,
on the
pig.
cover of Vanity Fair.
Ah.
Ooh, look at her. She's so sexy.
Oh, look at all that cleavage.
Ooh, and her husband, Tom Arnold.
What a lucky guy Tom Arnold is, huh? What a lucky guy, huh? Hey, I hope that money is worth it, Tom.
Hey, look what's inside. Annie Leibovitz took these pictures. They're beautiful.
Yeah, let me see those. Boy, yeah, I'd marry her for her money.
How much does he love her?
Good thing when they buried Amazing Joe, they didn't put Roseanne on top of him.
One more look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Did he strike the mother load or what?
Wee louder, wee louder, wee louder. Boy, oh boy, you know, it's one thing to meet a woman with money, but when they're that foxy, it's so great. We got to take a break,
their
Robin.
love must be beautiful.
Yes,
That's
we'll be
what's
back
happening.
after this. We'll be back after this. Look who it is, a ghost. Stuttering John Melendez. Well, we've gotten a lot of mail. People want Stuttering John. Personally, I like when, like, Fred sits next to John and makes him stutter a bunch.
Yeah.
I like that. But I don't know.
Is that wrong?
Is that wrong? There's this guy, I was reading an article about us in the Los Angeles Times, a positive article, that in Los Angeles, when they run our show, they have to run a National Stuttering Association public service announcement saying that it's wrong to make fun of stutterers.
I thought there were rules, like the things you shouldn't do to a stutterer are stare at them.
No, here's the deal. When you, what is it, John? When you're talking, we shouldn't finish your sentence.
You shouldn't finish your sentences. You shouldn't interrupt. And you should always not laugh.
Always not laugh.
Yeah, you shouldn't laugh.
Yeah, we've broken all three of those rules and then some. Fred, you want to sit next to him and make him stutter?
If it's okay with John, sure.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Of course it's not okay.
Then go over there.
I enjoy it. I personally like it. I think it spruces up the segment.
I don't believe he stutters myself.
Yeah,
I
right.
think it's an act.
That's what a lot of people...
Actually, it is an act. We revealed that for the first time tonight. So don't be too insulted. All right, here we go. Now, John, where did you meet?
Even his, I was going to say, who's his Pete Townshend so close to me? Forget it. Forget it. Look at you, see, interrupting.
Now, where did you meet Justine Bateman?
I met her at a rock and roll party. Rock and roll, it was a benefit. At David Brennan's club.
Did you say rack and roll?
Yeah, it was a pool hall, so all the rock stars were playing pool.
All right, let's take a look at that. Justine Bateman. Now, you had met Justine Bateman before.
Yeah, I met her once at an Earth Day celebration at Columbia University, and she totally got freaked out and told me to go F off.
How many public service announcements do we have to run tonight? Let's start counting now, before it's too late. All right, let's take a look at this. This is very funny.
Hi, did you watch the Howard Stern show?
Do I watch the Howard Stern show? I don't think you can.
Yeah, on Saturday night.
Oh, no. I only know from the radio.
Oh,
Now, she hasn't recognized you yet, right? She
Not
forgot.
Yet. Yeah, she forgot.
And and you ask the same exact questions every time you run into her.
Yeah, I go to the same.
Every time you've seen Justine Bateman, you ask the same question.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
you think Howard's cute?
Well, I've only heard him on the radio, so I don't know.
Did you ever go out with him?
Well, I've only ever heard his voice, so I don't know.
If you went out with him, how far would you go?
Well, I'd probably just listen to his voice.
Okay. Let me ask you. Did Scott Valentine ever slip Michael J. Fox the tongue? All right, was Michael J. Fox fooling around with Tracy
I
Fox?
say at this point she remembers John.
Look at her
Yeah, right.
Definitely tell.
Yeah, she's thinking how she's going to get out of this. But this time the camera's rolling. You didn't have cameras on her the last time. All right, I'll rewind a little. Here we go.
I don't know.
All right,
Hold it a second. She's thinking pretty hard on that question. Let me draw a light bulb over her head. Does that look like a light bulb, Robin?
Not really.
No? How's that?
It looks like a clover leaf. Mushrooms.
Oh, really? Then there's something wrong with you. I'm doing a... if you see a clover leaf in that, then you have a deep problem.
was Michael J. Fox fooling around with Tracy Collins during the taping of Our Family Ties?
I think he's questioned me before, and I think I told him to not to come in anymore.
Sure it was me?
Yeah. So these questions are very familiar.
All right, let me ask you.
Okay?
Did Arthur Hitler write Death of a Salesman while humping Marilyn Monroe?
At that point, I think I told him to off.
I want to think about Family
Yeah,
Ties.
you can.
Wait, I want to think about Family Ties.
Because they've gotten deceiving, they're
He's a nice guy.
deteriorating.
He's a nice one.
Excellent.
You don't have a real sense of humor, I'll tell you that. Well, John, I see you're at work and you do a good job. I tell you what, do we have time for police airs or am I not? No time?
No
All right.
time.
We'll thank Vanna White for being a good sport. She was a lot of fun. I'm going to go buy her doll.
How do we know she was good?
I don't even know. I don't know what she thinks. I figure she's a good sport. In fact,
I
we
know
ought to have
there's
her...
going to be some repercussion. I can't wait to find out what it is.
Yeah, I'm sure we're in trouble. When she called Bruce Willis and found out Christine McNichol wasn't on the show, she's going to be plenty upset. And we'll see you next week for more hygiene. Hey, and if anybody'd like to guest on the show, get in touch with us. No problem, okay? We can have you on. We got a pretty clean plate.
Take a peek into the lives of 3 Australian families and see what it's like to live down under on Neighbours, weekdays at 5:30. And tonight at 6, John Cleese and Eric Idle star in a hilarious rendition of The Legend of King Arthur in Monty Python and the Holy Grail, right here on